Hello everyone and welcome to ESF. Today I want to share one of the most important lessons that I teach all my clients. No matter what you're preparing for, whether it's a presentation, job interview, leading a meeting in English, the foundation is always the same. You have to know your own story. Now, of course, you might not tell your story during the meeting. That's fine. But you still need to know it. Because when you know your story, you think more clearly. You speak more naturally. And your English becomes easier to use. So, know your own story. And here's why. Your English might not be perfect, but your story is perfect. And that's because it's yours. So when you connect what you want to say, either directly or indirectly, back to your story, then your ideas become easier to remember and easier to express. So connect your assignment to your story. Now I'd like to tell you a story about my story. About 25 years ago, I heard about a Chinese speech contest in Taipei. I was young, I was confident, and I thought my Chinese was pretty good. People were always encouraging, and so I figured, why not? I'll join the speech contest. So I sat down and I wrote the whole speech based on what I thought the judges wanted to hear. It was nothing from my life. It was nothing from my experience. And it was nothing from my story. And because of that, it was extremely hard to memorize. So I practiced and I practiced, but when I got on stage, when I got to Taipei and I was in front of all those people, just like a presentation or a meeting, everything fell apart. I forgot my lines. It didn't flow. It wasn't natural. And honestly, it sucked. I didn't win anything. But on the way home, I asked myself the question I always ask. What did I learn from this? And there in the car, I rewrote the entire speech. But this time, I completely tied the speech, to my own story. I spoke it out loud to my friend, and he laughed. And he said, "That's exactly what you should have done on stage." And he was right. That day, I learned something that I've carried with me for the rest of my life. When you're speaking in a second language, like you are probably speaking English, remembering what to say can be difficult. But if you tie it to your story, even indirectly, everything becomes easier. The flow improves, your memory improves, and your confidence improves. So here is my message to you. I want you to succeed. I want you to succeed in English, in your presentations, in your interviews, and in meetings. Start with your story. It will help you more than you realize. 110%. So do your story, know your story, tell your story, and get that raise, get that promotion, get that new job, and be that person.